I told you to make that appointment for today. Can't you get that through that thick skull of yours?
You look different, Jane. Have you put on some more weight?
Well, no, I don't think so.
Well, your friend Betty certainly has. Have you seen the size of that woman lately?
I thought I showed you how to fix it last week. Come on, you're doing it all wrong. Let me show you. I know all about these things.
Wait a minute. I did what you told me to, and it still stalls.
Difficult people.
Here, give me that screwdriver. You gotta get it adjusted just right. It's really a simple procedure if you know what you're doing.
Difficult people. Is there someone you know who's hard to get along with? Difficult people, difficult people, difficult people, difficult people, difficult people. Dr. Robert M. Bramson, difficult people. Dr. Bramson, the good thing is, step by step, helplessly frustrated.
That's the stupidest thing I ever heard.
See, hear, and think.
I came all the way across town just to see him, and you tell me he isn't here. How could you make such a dumb mistake?
7.
Hello? Is there anyone in there?
You look them in the eye and say,
Mr. Johnson, you interrupted me.
What's wrong with you people?
Mr. Johnson, you interrupted me.
Don't you have any common sense?
Mr. Johnson, you interrupted me.
You'd never get anything done at all if I didn't push you all the time.
Yes, I did mean it. Your cookies are terrible.
Mr. Johnson, I understand how you feel.
Oh, just get out of here.
If my people got it wrong, heads are gonna roll.
I'd invited Betty tonight, but she wasn't able to make it.
Well, it's probably a good thing. That way there'll be some food left for the rest of us.
Well, don't just sit there looking stupid. Get out!
Who made these cookies? I did. Do you like them?
Well, yes, if you can bite into them without chipping a tooth. Just kidding, of course.
I'll deal with this myself, as usual.
Did you take insurance out on these?
Excuse me a minute, Jim. I think there's been a misunderstanding.
Oh, you finally noticed.
Do you mean it that way?
Mr. Johnson, you interrupted me.
Did you mean it that way?
Mr. Johnson, you interrupted me.
Did you really mean it that way?
Mr. Johnson, I understand how you feel.
Did you mean that way? Silent, passive, or furious.
What's the matter, Jane? Can't you take a joke?
Butts that flow without pause.
Oh, Jane, you're too sensitive.
Butts that flow without pause. Blameless, innocent, and morally perfect. Butts that flow without pause. Problem-solving mode.
Do you think you can have it done by Friday?
So, how's your diet coming along?
Mr. Johnson, I disagree with you. Now, in my opinion, looks like we see it differently.
So what's your reaction to what I just said? Will you take some time to tell me how you feel about that? Please, if you will, run a little movie in your mind and describe it to me.
I know what you need to do to lose some weight.
First,
What you do is multiply your weight times 15. And that gives you the number of calories you need every day. Now that ought to take some of that fat off, huh?
To hurt people? I don't think so.
sit forward in your chair, raise your eyebrows, look expectant as you can, and wait for an answer.
Yeah, well, I knew there was a 15 in there somewhere.
If it's a one-on-one conversation, first, so you must deal with them every time they snipe. You look her in the eye, look the exploder in the eye. It's up to you to solve their problem. The first thing to do is listen actively. So ask specific problem-solving questions. You can also help out the situation, but this time go into your own silent stance. One extra tip. Next, but realistic statement of your own. Step-by-step methods, so stop wishing the difficult person were different and learn to deal with them.